What's your favorite scary movie? Showgirls. Absolutely frightening. What's yours? Welcome back to Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest, home of the Golden Bucket, a weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, current and ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends take the time to talk about a movie that we just watched and answer that very question. Should or shouldn't you watch this? Someone has taken their love of sequels one step too far.
America is screaming for more. The fans have asked for it, so we're bringing it back.
It is a great sequel.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Don't you want to be a part of that?
Critics call Scream 2 one of the few sequels ever that's better than the original.
Right?
It's everything from Scream 1, but like twice as much.
Oh my god.
It's a terrible recording.
Scream 2, because once is never enough.
You have a point.
Rated R. Back in theaters everywhere April 24th.
Well, sorry for that poor trailer, but it was so funny that they were showing it. It looked so fake. It looked like they were put up to it or paid actors to be like, "Oh man, the sequel was way better, man."
It's twice as good.
So anyway, yeah, it's twice as good as the first one, man. Before I make my introduction to, which he needs no introduction, I wanted to do one housekeeping item. We didn't have an episode last week because we had a behind the reel episode scheduled with a director, and they canceled due to the holidays. So we missed an episode, but we're picking it up with the holidays and our ugly sweaters. I just want to say welcome, JJ, to the show. Our Ghostface. Actually, no, the person that thought it would be fun to make me watch The Hills Have Eyes, Mr. Ghostface himself, JJ.
Thanks, Popcorn. Thanks for having me back. Scream 2.
Scream 2. So this one was pretty special to us because, well, I guess more to JJ, and to me. We got to watch this together in my theater, and it was dope. So this is our experience. It's going to be great. The description: a year after the Woodsboro murders, the survivors try to move on at Windsor College in Ohio, but when a new Ghostface killer starts a campus killing spree, they must face terror all over again. How do you like that description?
He goes to college.
I think that's all it should have been. It should have been Scream, Sydney goes to college. That's the title.
That was too long. We can just run that up.
And I've got movie titles for us again for this episode, so hold on to your butts for that. Directed by, again, Wes Craven, R.I.P. Director. He died in 2015, and we mentioned it in Scream 1, but hits such as The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, the originals, Swamp Thing, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream 1, 2, and 3, and his final movie before passing was Scream 4, which we mentioned already. So, prolific horror director.
Yeah. So glad he's back. The screenwriter, Kevin Williamson, comes back. Core actors come back. Love it.
Yeah, the ones who didn't get deaded in the previous one, they are back, which is good.
Yeah. And some good new additions, too. It's a pretty stacked cast.
It's stacked. Here we go. Top billed stars. And I like the fact that IMDb actually puts Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette as the top billed stars instead of... I like Jackson because he's the voice, and then there was some random other guy, and I was like, those aren't the main...
Yeah. That's what they did in Scream, so yeah, they got it right
Scream,
this time.
The first one. Some other names. Some up-and-coming names. Jada Pinkett Smith, Omar Epps, Heather Graham, Liev Schreiber, Timothy Oliphant, Jamie Kennedy, Jerry O'Connell, which I don't know why I got so excited when he appeared on screen. I was like, yeah. I don't know why.
Jerry O'Connell's awesome. He's just an awesome guy.
Yeah, he just seems like he would be a really good hang just with Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, he does a lot of sports podcasts sometimes as a guest, and he's so freaking funny.
Oh man, that makes my I just
Your
like
love
Jerry
for
O'Connell.
JOC. Yeah.
Yeah, JOC. We got Portia de Rossi, Tori Spelling, and the biggest cherry on top for me personally, Luke Wilson. Thank you, Luke.
Luke Wilson as Billy Loomis is awesome.
It's some of the best stuff of all time. Also, I know we just mentioned, but we got our holiday sweaters on because this is being recorded a few days before Christmas, and it will be released the day before Christmas Eve. So you're welcome.
Scream 2, perfect for the holidays.
Perfect for the holidays.
I sit around the campfire going, hey, I really want to deep dive into Scream 2.
Here you go. Here. You're welcome. It's a present to you. I give it to you. We give it to you.
Those people like after Halloween, you know, they still want that Halloween Scream.
I wanted to do Gremlins as a holiday horror movie, but I couldn't get any of my family members to watch it, even after showing them the trailer. So maybe that's a coming soon.
I think you just gotta watch it with them.
Yeah,
force it. They'll like it.
Yeah, I was scarred by many films as a child, and I think they just need it. It's just like a rite of passage.
Exactly.
All right, sorry that we derailed there again, but runtime of 2 hours. The longest Scream so far in the series.
Doesn't feel like 2 hours for me.
It doesn't. I feel like this one goes hard.
Goes quick.
Yeah, like it just keeps going. There's no lulls, I don't think. Not too many.
Yeah, it's very fast paced.
Rated R. Genre on Rotten Tomatoes says horror comedy again. I think this one has more comedic elements in it, but it's not a comedy, people.
100%.
And IMDb comes back to us hard and fast with dark comedy, slasher horror, suspense, mystery, teen horror, whodunit, horror, mystery. Same as last time. It's just ridiculous. I don't know why they do it. It's for the algorithm, I guess.
Yeah, just to get more clicks.
Clickbait. I'd rather you click on this show than IMDb's Scream 2 description. So
who done it genre?
Speaking of yeah. Speaking of IMDb, they give it a 7.7 out of 10.
Okay.
And Rotten Tomatoes this time gives it an 83%.
Whoa. See, I stayed away from these numbers to hear them from you, and I was so curious to see if they're going to be high, and that's pretty high.
So far, it's the highest rated Scream movie, and compared to a 78 from critics from the last one. Here's what's really weird is 59% from 250,000 audience ratings. So I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's weird that the critics would like it so much more than the audience.
Yeah, it seems like a weird disparity that I wasn't expecting for this movie, especially since I enjoyed it quite a bit. So, spoiler.
And it's rated higher than Scream?
It's rated, yeah, the critics liked it more than the previous film. So,
that's very interesting.
Streaming right now, not on Paramount Plus, which we found out when we tried to scream it. I said,
yeah,
that's a Freudian slips. Scream it. Oh, I just said it again. Stream it. It was there forever, and then we started to try to find it, and it's just gone. So it's just another reminder that you got to buy the physical media. You just got to. You know?
There's a 4K when you get.
Is there like a big set that you can buy?
No, that's what's frustrating. I think that's why I'm like holding off.
What?
Yeah, no set yet.
But there was a set of, like, the trilogy came out a while back, but that was only on DVD.
Yeah, I've looked. I think the 4Ks are all separate.
Weak sauce.
Give me a cool set.
Yeah, it's a lost opportunity. People want it. Well, maybe a few.
Couple.
Again, if you watch a movie more than 2 to 3 times in your whole life, it's worth buying the physical media, in my opinion. So, all right, Are you ready for Popcorn Reviews the Reviews?
Let's do it.
Need an answer. Yes.
I was waiting for the soundbite. Let's do it.
All right. Oh, yeah, dude.
Let me tell you something, pendejo.
All right. I got JJ's here to keep me straight. So
yeah, keep you on track.
All right. I've reduced the amount of reviews in my last show with Scream. I'm keeping with that. We're going to do 2 1 out of 10s and 2 10 out of 10s.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want? I know.
You know.
Well, what do you want first? You
Start with the 1.
Oh, okay. And the stats are there are 722 IMDb ratings. 20 of them are 1 star and 98 are 10 star, just to give you kind of the landscape of the data here.
Okay.
First 1 out of 10.
That's a pretty good ratio for the 5-star.
Yeah, there were way more 10 stars of Scream than this one, which is, I guess, accurate since it didn't get very good reviews from the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Which is surprising to me still. All right. Curiosity Killed Sean gives this a 1 out of 10. He titles his review, Sean does, very bad sequel. He gives this a review in 2000. So what, 3 years after it came out.
Yeah.
Craven used to be known to make real horror movies in all caps. Sometimes they were experimentation horror films, but now he has fallen for Hollywood's love of cheap scares and loud, loud, loud soundtracks. This film only has one musical cue that isn't criminally loud noises. I just am reminded of Anchorman. Loud noises. But it's music stolen from Hans Zimmer's Broken Arrow soundtrack. He has a point.
Yeah.
A soundtrack that I love. This kind of made me annoyed the first and only time I saw this, well, over 2 years ago. The photography in this film is the worst I've ever seen. Almost everything that isn't in the immediate foreground is blurry and out of focus. Horror films offer so many opportunities for creativity in all areas of film production, but as this film is made to appeal to mass audiences, the style has to be simple, even terrible. There's nothing worthwhile about this film and nothing to recommend. Nothing? There's nothing in one whole film that you can say is good. Whew. The part that I hate most seems to be what most people, for some reason, like the best. A class full of film students discusses if sequels are better than the original. That's it. You see, this is a sequel, and they talk about sequels. Wow, so what? That's the irony, and it's not worth a penny. I have never seen a more simple-minded and superficial so-called horror film as bad as this. The fact that it thinks it's so cool just makes it worse. The true horror of this film is the horrifying ignorance of the audience. Watch Urban Legend instead. If you want to watch a campus Who's the Killer flick, it's junk, but it's better than this. 1 out of 10.
It was long and hateful.
Oh, man. I just can't believe that someone can just go hard and not think there's one redeeming quality.
Yeah. And I disagree with 99% what he said. There's no cheap scares. I think the scares are done really well in this movie. There's a scene with the cop and they're crawling over. I think it's one of the most intense scenes of the whole series.
I mean, I was on the edge of my seat literally while I was watching that scene. So I don't get it. All right, let's cleanse our palate for a 10 out of 10. This is from Lebowski Do. Gave this review in 2019. He says, the dude says, this is how you do sequels, people. Someone else is killing Sydney's friends at college. Can't this poor girl catch a break?
No, she can't.
No. The stakes were higher. The twists were twistier. The killers were even more evil. It's better than the original. Yeah, I said it, and I meant it. 10 out of 10. Dude loves it.
Yeah. I'm sticking with the original being a little bit better, but I love this as a sequel.
I'm really interested in next week to talk about our review.
Yeah.
Because
our ratings.
Yeah, our full rating. Because it is good, and I'm excited. So anyway, let's do a 1 out of 10. Is from Pork Chop Express. Given to us. Yeah. That's a reference. Do you know the reference to that? I don't think you do.
I don't.
Big Trouble Little China.
Oh, okay.
The original podcaster, Jack from Big Trouble in Little China. Kurt Russell. Anyway, that movie's sick. He gave this review in 2002. Pork Chop says, this one stinks. Note to self, these movies are horrible. As the first Scream was supposedly a fresh new genre movie, a sequel was expected. but they only get worse, fellas. All these movies are predictable. I mean, really?
Yeah, they're known for being non-predictable. They're
Yeah.
whodunits.
Wow. Okay. You know who is going to get it and when. No, that's not true. They try to make these movies have twists by making the killer have some sort of relationship to the lead played by Neve Campbell. At first, I blamed Wes Craven for these movies, but then I realized that it was the screenwriter, Kevin Williamson. Why are these movies so dumb? Could it be because that he used to write Dawson's Creek? Why is he even bothering trying to ruin the horror genre? Because of him, every independent film company is making these stupid teen horror flicks. Where is Jason when you need him to rid us of all these dumb characters? 1 out of 10.
I don't think you can hate on it for it being influential and inspiring multiple copycats after this.
Yeah, dude.
Why are you hating on that? That's not their fault.
Yeah, that means that they did a good enough job that people are replicating them and trying to copy them.
And they've done such a good job where not only are they doing it in horror, but they're doing it in comedy with the scary movies.
Exactly. A whole other franchise is created because of this movie or this series. Okay. Our last 10 out of 10. Given to us by DJ Gold, 1999.
Oh, okay.
DJ Gold says, he gave this review in 2008. It was indeed better than part 1. Yes, it's true that original movies like part 1 of any movie or series is claimed to be the best just because it kicked off everything. Well, if that's so true, then how come Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, was 10 times better than the first one? And made more money.
He makes a point.
It's pretty good. I can't speak about this movie on the money part. Is it better than part 1? Well, if you're listening to the show, you're going to get it because we have by the numbers. You're welcome. Much, much better. Non-stop action and killing. Story was great. Had twists. The first one was more like an 80s slasher flick. It really didn't have much of a moral. It did have you wanting to ask more questions. This movie did have a huge cast of names that are big now. Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett, just to name a few. But sorry to disappoint, but Elise Neal stole some of the movie from Neve Campbell. She was much prettier and had personality and not dim-wittedness. If someone would like nonstop action horror with a good story and the least amount of yawns and slowdowns in a movie, watch this. It's much better than the original. Piece of advice: never, ever, ever watch Scream 3. Absolute trash. Boring and has no story, even if it was paid to have one. Thank you for reading. 10 out of 10.
Wow. I was all over the place.
I mean, a lot of shade for Scream 3 already, and I haven't even gotten to it.
Yeah. Don't worry about him.
I don't know. All right, good. I have a little surprise for you. I have a review and a bonus review from Mr. Ghostface himself.
Oh, nice. He's
Mr.
reviewing his own work now?
Uh-huh. Correct. Well, the ones that are still alive.
Okay.
Ghostface gave this review in 2000.
Okay. What does he say?
What a great sequel, is what he says. When I first heard that they were going to make a sequel to the amazing Scream, I was truly mad. I didn't think it... Okay, I can't do this anymore. I didn't think it would be any good because all sequels suck. But since I loved Scream so much, I wanted to go see it. I went in the theater and walked out completely amazed. Again, this movie was excellent and was made and released a year after the original! Exclamation point. I couldn't believe that they could make a sequel like this. Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson didn't let us down. They made a terrific sequel. Because of this movie, I have good faith in the other sequels, which hopefully is Scream 3. 10 out of 10.
Nice, Ghostface.
Yeah, he's excited for the next one, and he doesn't even know it's coming. That's why I gave it as a bonus.
Yeah.
All right, we made it to should or shouldn't you watch this? Cover your ears. All right, I got 5 reasons, as always, of why you should watch Scream 2. Please let me know if I missed anything, JJ.
Gotcha.
Number 1, if you like horror films about horror films, this is for you.
Gotta watch it.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's very unique to this movie, I believe.
For sure.
Has anyone ever done movies within movies like this?
No, there's Stab. There's a movie inside of a movie based on a movie.
Exactly. It's like Inception of horror movies. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. If you are some kind of purist, a horror purist, and you can't live a little in your life, and you don't have an open mind, then this is not for you.
Yeah. An anti-reason.
I mean, it is called Should or Shouldn't You Watch This, so I have to throw those in every now and again. Number 3, if you want the best cameos of a movie within a movie, this has it in spades, dude. I brought it up with Luke Wilson. I was so happy when I saw him play Loomis, Billy Loomis. It was the best. And number 4, if you want to see a movie in an age when the world and its inhabitants weren't douches and we were just trying to have a good time in the 90s, then this is for you.
Yeah. The rise of cell phones.
I just feel like, I know it feels weird to be nostalgic, but it was a good time. I didn't worry about a lot of things that I worry about now. And I like that. I like that I felt like I was in the 90s when I watched it, just so you listeners know. And I had never seen Scream 2 ever. So
it's a good reason. Yeah. Simpler times. But just was like a Ghostface killer on the loose.
I know, but like, if you think about a simpler time when you weren't worried about stuff and you just thought it was fun to go see a horror movie and get scared, and that's all that you wanted to think about, that's pretty dope.
Well, for sure. And this is nostalgia for me because I was a huge fan of it when it came out. Like I went and saw it in theaters, loved it, had it on DVD as soon as it came out or whatever. And yeah, it still holds up after all these years, I feel like.
And you know what's funny is we roommated together during college, and I didn't know that about you. I never knew you loved the Scream movies. We never watched them. And
you were too scared. You were too scared.
I was, dude. I was way too scared.
Couldn't handle them, yeah.
I'm still
now you're
too
ready.
scared.
Now you're ready. You're ready.
I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm willing. I'm not ready. Yeah. I'm willing. So, all right. The last reason, and please mute it if you don't want a spoiler, because I have to spoiler something, and this is one of the reasons personally to me.
All right.
If you'd like to see Jada Pinkett Smith get what's coming to her, this is for you. Boom. Last reason. I love that scene so much. It was the best.
Opening scene.
So there you go. Yeah.
You were hooked as soon as that opening scene. You were in it.
I was surprised to see her, and then I was, again, spoiler alert, but I loved it when she got it. Sorry.
Did you expect the movie to open with a death or deaths?
I mean, because it happened in the first one, I felt like it could happen, and especially since she was the quote-unquote lead for that scene. I was kind of thinking, at least, I thought one of the two were going to get it. I didn't, again, spoiler alert, I didn't think both of them were going to get it.
Yeah. I mean, she was on the poster. She was on like the cover. Another cool thing to do. Opening scene. Cut one of the stars.
And I told you this on our Scream 1 pod that I'm looking forward to Scream 3 only, and I chose to say I'm gonna go to 3 at least.
At least.
Because it's so interesting to see what are they going to do? Are they going to copy it again? Are they going to kill some famous person right off the bat? Or are they going to change it up? Like, I'm excited to see where they go with it, which is cool.
Yeah.
Any other reasons that I missed?
No, I think this is just a well done sequel. When it talks about like movies, it's hard to do. Especially like with such a short period of time. These are like back to back, it seems like. So
yeah,
the whole cast is back, we've talked about, and the writer and the director, and I think it's just really well done. It's fast paced and it's a good time.
Yeah, whenever you can have the same people working on it who have the same vision and I guess reverence to the material, it makes for a way better movie.
Indeed.
And we're going to talk about all that stuff in By the Numbers, which, brilliant segue. By the Numbers.
For God's sake, just give me the damn number!
All right, what's the budget? Last movie was 15 million.
Okay. So I bet they just doubled it. And I'm gonna say 30.
It's a pretty good guess. 25 million.
Yeah, it's not an expensive movie.
I mean, yeah, how much could fake blood cost?
What else are they spending money on?
Cameos?
Yeah, a lot of cameos.
A lot of cameos. All right,
All
so
the
what do
different
you think the box
hairstyles, Gal's hair,
yeah,
the
hairstyles.
hairstyle budget.
Couple of cars get beat up.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think it made? So just as a reminder, the previous movie made worldwide 173 million.
Dang. I don't think it did that. I don't know, man. 150.
172, bro.
How much did the first one do?
173.
Whoa.
Crazy, right?
Good.
Oh, here's another crazy stat. In October 9th, 2022, so 3 years ago, this made $801,000 in Blu-ray sales. Almost $1 million in 2022. That's insane. That's insane to me.
That is crazy.
It's still getting, like, people are buying this movie and enjoying it 20 years later. This is wild.
Mm-hmm.
No, almost 30. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder they're making another movie.
Keep them coming.
I mean, I don't
See how high we can go.
yeah, exactly.
See how many movies inside of movies we can do. See how far we can go.
Exactly. This is wild. Okay, so I have the top 10. I know we've done this multiple times because we've reviewed movies in 1997, but some of note are Air Force One, Episode 4, A New Hope came out again. They released that. Obviously, Titanic was a juggernaut. Face Off and Con Air were on that list. And then Scream was 17th domestically.
Scream 2?
Scream 2, yep.
Nice. Okay.
Guess what was number 18 on that list?
What?
Scream 1.
What?
Yeah, because it was released the previous year on Christmas and did so well that they greenlit it and they started making it while it was in the theaters. Because it came out again next Christmas, and then that one went into the following year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty cool. It earned 1/3 of its total gross of $101 million domestically in its opening weekend. That's how many people were pumped to see this, dude.
Yeah, I was there.
And I just mentioned that it was greenlit right when the other one was still playing in theaters, which is really cool. Here's an interesting stat that's related to box office. It's not really a number, but it was originally scheduled to open alongside Tomorrow Never Dies, which is a Bond film, and Titanic. Both blockbusters shifted their dates so not to be pitted against this movie.
Ooh, James Cameron is scared of Scream 2.
That's right. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe these guys were even afraid of Scream 2, but that's wild.
I think this shows just what a phenomenon the first one was and the expectations for the second one.
I agree. That's what I thought. Kevin Williamson had the idea for a sequel while writing the script for the first film. Discovering there was more to the story, this movie began principal photography just 6 months after the release of Scream, and it was released less than a year after its predecessor. That doesn't happen very often.
Dude, that does not happen at all these days. Like, think about TV seasons. There's 4 or 5 years in between. Like, it's crazy now how long it takes to make stuff.
Or if you think about Avatar right now, it's the holiday movie of 2025. The third one, and the amount of years between the first and the second one is astronomical.
It's a lot.
So I respect the fact that they're like, hey, let's ride this wave. It's dope.
I respect it too. I think that's a good ride, that momentum, that Scream momentum. I think Scream 3 comes in like 3 years later in like 2000. And then there's a big gap from Scream 3 to 4.
Yeah, because I think it's 2011 is when Scream 4 comes out, and then he passes away 4 years later, which is sad times. Wes Craven submitted 8 different cuts to the MPAA before it was passed.
Okay, we talked about in the first one how much he hated the MPAA and what a hard
Yes.
time they gave him for the just Scream one. So
This happened again. Last review of Scream, we talked about the taglines. There were 15, which were, I think, 3 or 4 more than the original Halloween that it was kind of not based on, but definitely was paying homage to.
mm-hmm.
This one, how many taglines do you think it got?
20.
No, it was less. It's only 6, but I like them. They're like, hey, we did too many. We're gonna tighten them up a little bit.
I like that.
And here they are. There's a killer on campus making more calls and making more kills.
Yeah.
Not very great.
Yeah.
Number 2, rules of a sequel. The body count is always bigger. 2, the death scenes are much more elaborate. That's not very good either.
I'm down with that one.
This is my favorite, and I'm going to save it for last, so I'm not going to say it. Number 4, someone has taken their love of sequels one step too far. I like that one because it references a tagline from the first, which I like.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that was one of the most popular ones I remember.
Because the first one is someone has taken their love of horror movies too far.
Yeah.
Scary movies too far. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, it's showtime.
Get out of here.
Number 6, and I don't agree with this one either. Gorier, sexier, and funnier.
Sexier?
Trash. It's not. There's not even nudity in this. It's not sexy. Pop off.
Dewey's looking
And
good,
my
though.
favorite. Number 6. Scream again. That's good.
Oh my God.
That's the best one. I love it.
I like the rules one.
Nah, I don't like the death scenes are much more elaborate. It just seems very technical. Like,
Those are the rules. That's what Randy says in the sequel.
I know, but does he
Those are
say
the
the
rules.
word? Does he say the word elaborate?
Yeah, he does.
Well, okay. I don't like it.
That's all right.
Speaking of taglines and names, do you know what the names that they were floating around? We talked about the different alternate names for the first film.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what they were workshopping for the name for the second one?
What?
So it was filmed under the title Scream: the sequel,
Mm-hmm.
which I love. I think they should have called it that, to be honest.
Scream the sequel.
Scream: the sequel. Because they talk about it so much in the movie about sequels, it just makes sense to me. But it says a title that was reflected by baseball caps and shirts worn by the crew on set, but the decision was overruled by Miramax. And listen, when you start getting a little too cute on your sequel titles, it kind of messes everything up if you want to do more than 2. And
Yeah, how would you do if they do Scream the sequel? How are you going to do the third one?
I would say Scream: the threequel.
Like they did Scream 2, Scream 3. They messed up on Scream 6. I hate it.
Yeah,
They just call it Scream, and I think that's so dumb.
I hate it. Was it because they're thinking that it was a reboot?
I think so, kind of like a reset in the franchise. But I think people just refer to it by Scream like 2022 or something by the year. But just give me. We've done numbers up until that point. What are we doing?
Scream 5. Just call it Scream 5.
Scream 5, Scream 6. Just keep doing it.
Because they come back with 6, right? They say Scream 6 on the next one, right?
I think it's the Scream 6 one they mess up on.
Well,
Could be wrong.
No, it's the 5th one because I think they call it Scream 6, and then the next one's 7, right? Aren't they calling it Scream 7?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got there. I've got the body count, which
I think
is.
I know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
Is it 10?
Yeah. They break their own rules, bro.
How they break the rules?
What did we just talk about? The
The
sequel.
number one, the sequel has to have the body count higher.
Count
This
is always. I mean, it says bigger. The body count is bigger, but it's not that much bigger. There was only 2 more kills.
Yeah, it's still higher, but I agree. There could have been more.
Give me 15 on a sequel, and then
yeah, give me double the first.
Yeah, maybe even double.
Yeah, that's what. Well, the first was 7, wasn't it? So
I think it was. Well, I think it's 8. You corrected me and said it's 7.
Yeah, we're not counting Marine off-screen death.
But I think that on 3, I'm just letting them know that it's okay. You don't have to go 3x. You can.
There are rules for the third one, so you'll hear those.
All right. I'm already liking that already. So
yeah, it's a trilogy. The rules are for a trilogy for the third one. So
okay. I don't want to go into the deaths because that's very spoilery. So we'll just leave that there.
You did blame Sid for many of the kill count.
I did. Yeah, she is arguably the worst offender, and she's the reason why people die.
Yeah, don't hang out with Sidney Prescott.
I put it as an additional rule of surviving a horror film is if she's around, get out of the way, get out of town.
Yeah, number one.
Yeah, maybe go on vacation when murders start happening. That's all the numbers I have.
All right, I had a couple.
All right, let's hear them.
So in the movie, there's a couple numbers reference Star 69.
Oh yeah,
nice. Do you remember Star 69? Did you ever use it?
We talked about it in the first pod because I said one of the stats and the numbers was caller ID purchases like skyrocketed.
Yeah.
After this film, and we started talking about Star 69, and I was like, yeah, I did that all the time, dude.
Yeah, dials back the memory call, but I feel like it didn't work all the time for some reason.
It didn't. It wasn't an exact science.
And then there's another number on this 900 numbers mentioned. Cotton Weary, we'll talk about later. He's gonna have a 900 number.
He says that, and I'm like, what is it? What are you gonna do?
Who's gonna call this 900 number? But I was looking up some 900 numbers in the past, and there was a Hulk Hogan one, I remember. There's a Freddy Krueger one you can call up.
What do? You just listen to people talk to you?
Yeah, and you get paid, they charge you by the minute.
But they're not really on the call, are they? It's just a recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a recording.
Okay.
There's you're a big fan of the Corey Haim and Corey Feldman 900 number.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
I would have called that for sure.
Yeah.
I was just so worried that I'd get caught calling a 900 number.
Yeah, it's going to charge your dad's credit card.
Uh-huh.
So then I looked at like how many 900 numbers was at its peak in the 90s, and there was over 10,900 numbers in the 90s, all different.
Big business for 900 numbers.
Yeah, that's what Cotton Weary, he wants that 900 number.
Dude, when he said that, I just started cracking up like audibly. It was really, and he says it so serious, like this is legit. We're going to have a 900 number and it's going to be huge.
So 90s, but yeah, I was just curious how many 900 numbers there were. So
that's all
number. I had.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to stop and get into our next week's spoiler zone, because we've already spoiled a couple deaths already, and I don't really care, but I hope it didn't offend anyone too much.
It gave a reason to watch, you said, so.
I don't think it offended Chris Rock, but I mean, the rest maybe got offended. It's fine. I know Chris Rock's listening, so you're welcome. At this point, there will be spoilers up ahead, so go watch this and then come back next week and join us for our breakdown of the rest of the deaths of Stabs on Stabs from 1997. I am on the social medias. I dare you to message the great Popcorn Priest. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Share this with the movie lover in your life. For the cost of like a half a cup of coffee, you can help support the priest and his movie addiction and allow him to keep giving you these labor of love reviews by visiting patreon.com/popcornpriest, or just listen to the show and don't skip the ads, because the ads are where we make a couple pennies, and I need as many pennies as I can have to keep doing this. So also like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star review. It's easier than not getting stabbed in a horror movie. As always, thanks for listening, and thanks to my special guests. I'll be right back, JJ. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Excited to get into part 2 next.
And I'm just thankful that once again you've convinced me. You and a couple of my listeners have convinced me to just dip my toe into some horror. So it's good.
Yeah.
I like it. Join us next week for part 2 of Sorry You Aren't a Virgin 1996. We'll see you guys next week.